Hi everyone, Patrick Berry here from 414 Real Estate, and I'm excited to be bringing you episode 3 of our weekly wrap. Today I've got Aaron here on the mic as well as Martin Evans, one of our other sales consultants. How are you guys?
Good, thanks, Pat. Yep, raring to go.
Yeah, kicking butt. Everything's going well.
Fantastic. Obviously we do this every Friday and we're just trying to keep rolling it over. So 3 episodes in, which is really exciting.
I know we've made a trilogy.
Yeah, definitely. That's one of those things. And the third trilogy is always better than the second, in my opinion.
The third trilogy is always better than the second.
From a movie perspective.
Yes, I get that bit, but the third trilogy is always better. That doesn't seem to...
Oh,
And
yeah.
the second trilogy, yeah.
Yeah. There's a bit to that, but I don't know. It's a tricky one. Like Empire's better than Return of the Jedi, but Last Crusade is better than Temple of Doom.
Ooh, but Die Hard with a Vengeance is better than Die Hard 2.
And I knew you would go straight to Die Hard. You're a Die Hard boy.
I love it.
Yippee-ki-yay.
I got nothing, Pat. Rocky 3 and Rocky 4 weren't too bad. But Rocky 2 was actually awesome too. No, they're all good.
They are all good, except for that one with the street fight at the end.
Yeah, I think after Rocky 4 it started getting a bit
But then there was a Rocky Renaissance where he come back now. He's a side character in those Creed movies, and they're really good.
Yeah, I haven't seen them yet. Gonna have to get out and have a look.
Amazing. We're almost a minute in and we are way off track already, but fantastic. All right, well, we may as well start the thing. Let me like to look at what we did over the last 7 days. How's your week been, Marty?
Yeah, it's been pretty busy, Pat. Yeah, just
Busy?
getting some new listings organised as we do. Getting some contracts, signed off as well.
Always one of my favourite words.
Yeah, yeah, always. So lots of real estate stuff going on in my week.
Yeah,
How did you go with that one from week one, the one we did up in...
Was it Ash Street?
No, that was the one that we're previewing, but the one that was up the top of near Tolosa Street.
Yeah, okay. That sold within a day.
Wow.
So we put it up. We went live Monday, and then...
This is that little unit.
Yeah.
The one in Warriga Road.
Warriga Road, that was it.
Fantastic.
110 Warriga Road. Yep, so basically had an inspection on that one the next day.
Yep.
Got an offer on it that day. What I did was I let it go through to the open home that Saturday and ended up with half a dozen offers, really good ones, and went to the lucky buyer. So really good result for the...
So that's a bit, well, not rare at the moment, but aren't houses staying on the market longer? Is that a stat that's come out?
That's what the Real Estate Institute of Tasmania and RP Data are indicating, that is the Hobart market is slowing down a little bit.
Yep.
I don't see that to be the case, to be honest. I think in the northern suburbs, the price market that we work within, there's still plenty of buyers there. There's plenty of investors still looking to purchase, which is fantastic.
Maybe really good photos help.
Oh.
must be good photos.
Must be the photos, you reckon, is
must
it?
be that
Quality.
marketing content.
Quality photos, quality.
Yeah, no, I really think that cheaper price bracket's still quite popular. Once it gets over 400,000, 450, maybe it is starting to slow down a little bit. So when they talk about Hobart slowing, Central Hobart, obviously North Hobart, South Hobart, those areas may be seeing a little bit of quietness.
Yep.
But overall, our area is still kicking along nicely.
Very nice.
Definitely agree with that, yeah.
And then how did your other one go that you were launching?
Ash Street, so launched that yesterday and have booked in a few inspections and showed it through today to a potential buyer. So
Yeah, nice.
I've booked in an open home for next Saturday. Let's just see if it lasts that long.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Got a good feeling?
Yeah, it's really good. Yeah, it was a good inspection today, and with 2 booked in for tomorrow and another one next week, it's just rolling along nicely. It's got everything you need. It's got the room underneath, the good views,
That's what you want.
Yeah, going in and doing the materials there, it was amazing, the size under the house. Like you'd almost have a dance studio down in that huge room and kind of a room off to the side where you could put all your costumes and stuff.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it was like a costume storage room, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
it was amazing.
Lots of things. And another one, actually, here we go. Bit of a preview. Another one coming up in Rosetta with just the best views.
Yeah.
Really a lovely home on a really large block, over 800 square metres of block that is subdividable because the house is off to one side, big backyard. Going to be good.
So we're going to have to get that view shot.
Yes, the view. You should know me by now.
Don't miss the view shot.
I can't understand how all these listeners are finding out at the same time I am. Like, why is this the first I've heard of this great Rosetta property, Marty?
Because I've learned from the best, yourself and your father, Pat. Bottom drawer listings. No, this is actually this has been on the table for quite a while. It belongs to an old client of ours, and we've been talking about it for a while.
So it's just one of those ones. Just took a little bit of time to get them to feel comfortable, and now they're ready to go.
That's it. They were thinking of developing themselves, but have decided, look, they live interstate, so it's easier to get someone else to do it.
Fair enough, then. Well, myself as well, I've had a pretty busy week. I'm trying to get a heap of new listings live. I was working on 9 last week. Haven't quite got them all there, have we, Az? But we're
trucking away,
nicely.
yeah. We went and did your Monopoly Street.
Yeah.
And had a look at those.
That one?
So I've got a development opportunity in Derwent Park. It's 3 residential homes side by side.
Yes.
So we went and did the photos of one of them on the week, earlier in the week. Wednesday, was it?
Tuesday, Wednesday, one of the days.
Days are all blurring together at the moment.
Yeah, that's right.
So that one's going to be a good one. It's not quite ready to launch yet. Hopefully Monday. I'm sounding like Martin now.
You are sounding like Martin.
Okay. Getting a bit sketchy on the details.
We will be ready on Monday.
That's what I like to hear.
Yeah.
Also got a couple of new Bridgewater ones live, which is good because there is plenty of interest for Bridgewater investors out there at the moment. I actually should be out showing one of my properties at the moment, but Sean's put up his hand to help me out so I could sit here with you guys and talk stuff.
So you're in here having a yarn with us when you should be out in the field.
Yeah, but that's why we work as a team here at 414. It's not just one person. We're all together.
I like that.
Look, you got to do what you got to do. So have a commitment to the listeners to get this episode out. Had buyers that wanted to look at it. So Sean put up his hand and said he's more than happy to show the people through. So that's where we are.
That's it.
Well, he's got a new one that should be just going live now. I've just put some previews on Facebook. So they're on our 414 one and on his page.
Oh, is that the other one in Lutana?
That's the other Lutana one. So classic 1940s home.
Yeah, I had a quick look at it. Yeah, it is, isn't it? Classic.
Yeah. And it's well kept as well. I think it's been the same family for years and years and years. So
it's pretty cool.
Yeah, no, it looks cool. It was kind of different to go into something like that and see that untouched.
From memory.
Yes, huge
Good
block.
size block, yeah.
Yeah, so good news for Sean coming up.
Definitely.
We'll get back in the office from your showing and I can give him the good news.
Well, I'm sure he'll be happy to get that live by Friday night before the weekend.
Oh, yeah,
Indeed.
definitely.
And we got a couple of blocks of land live this week as well. 3 fairly remote blocks of land, which were a fun adventure for Aaron and I to go find. It was a bit of a hiking exercise.
That was an adventure. What a...
So that's what people don't realise with real estate. You just get to go some weird places.
Is this the Mount Lloyd ones?
Yeah, Mount Lloyd and Mulgara and also up at Horners Road. Beautiful pieces of land when you're on them, but you'd never know they were there. So once you sort of get up and you find the extra piece of land, the views are rolling. It looks fantastic.
Amazing.
And yeah, they were actually really good fun to hunt down and find and photograph, and got them live this week. They actually went live this morning, I think it was. And also straight away, a couple of inquiries on the Mount Lloyd one. So a bit of interest on that one straight away.
Well, my brother used to live in Mount Lloyd, so I know the area. And it's not too far out, and it's a great spot.
No, it doesn't feel that far. I was like...
named after the famous Matthew Lloyd?
Enough with the football stuff.
Yes! I think you're right, actually.
I think it was, the mountain of the field, the velvet sledgehammer. He came through the land.
That's right.
And just straight through the sticks.
Parted the fields, took the grab, threw the grass in the air, and...
You started this, Pat. If you hadn't have put the challenge out in week 1,
no,
I wouldn't be looking for these moments.
Next week. One of you is not going to be on the panel next week.
Oh.
Sideline one of yours.
We're getting sent back to the VFL.
Suspension.
That seems to be the call these days.
Yeah, we're going back. We're going to high elbow Gary Ablett style. Was it Ablett and Fife? They're protected species.
Did you happen to listen to the podcast, the Essendon podcast, where they did send Greedy back to the AFL?
No.
Yeah, there's quite a few of them sitting around and and doing what we're doing.
Pat's walking off.
Sorry, Pat. All right, let's cut it. That's for another day.
We'll talk about it off air.
Yeah, I wish there was a bit more visual to the podcast.
Sorry, Pat.
That's all good, guys. So what's coming up on the weekend, Marty? You working this weekend?
Yeah, Yep. Got an open home out in Claremont tomorrow. Which, incidentally, so that property there has probably we've had that on our books for about a month now, just over a month. Number 9. That's bad, isn't it? What is the name of the road?
Yeah, I'll save you. I've got my computer in front of me. Do you want me to bring up the website?
Yeah, number 9.
I can't even remember shooting in Claremont. Tell me about the house.
3-bedroom brick, nice views. Once again, back of Claremont.
Runs off Brampskin Road.
Yeah. Anyway, open home there tomorrow.
Do you know where you're going?
When we finish this, I will get my open home gear.
It's 9 Lesdale Street. Claremont is where Marty's
I
heading.
had Ledette in my head, and I knew it wasn't at Lesdale. Yeah.
And we're there at 10:45 to 11:30, just in case Martin's forgotten that also.
Thanks, Pat. Thank you. No, I did have that covered. So I got an open home there in the morning. Have shown that 4 times this week too. We had a little price reduction on that. Been on the books for a month or so. I guess that's...
Can you turn the computer around so I can see?
Typical of the market.
Yes, of course, the view shot. Yeah, forgot about that one.
Yeah, another one with the view. So that's in the morning. Then I have 2 private inspections at Ash Street in Lutana after that one.
Nice. I have 1/8 Kaleno Place Glenorchy that I've got to... It was started off as a private inspection. We've got 3 groups going now, so it's turned into a bit of an open home.
Yeah, that's the go.
So I'll probably get a time up online when we get off podcast tonight and turn it into a half an hour open home, just because all of a sudden there's a bit of interest in it, which is
why
great.
Not? Yeah, absolutely.
And that's about me for this weekend. Looking forward to a little bit of a quiet weekend. My wife's got me running a fun run on Sunday, so...
the City
Casino.
It is the City
Yeah,
Casino.
so it's Abby, who also works with us in our property management department. Grace is also running on the weekend as well. And my dad, Paul, is running as well. He's
awesome.
Doing the fun run with Parker, my little boy. So they've got 4 of us from 414 running together. So we'll have our team tops on, try to get a bit of, team morale boosting up there.
Is this the fun run where you've got to get a PB because you've got to get out to BMX afterwards?
Pretty much.
So you've got to post a really good time or there'll be no BMX.
I'm running the tightest schedule on Sunday, Marty. I've literally got to run and I've got to get it done at a certain time to be able to get in the car and get to BMX Rego in time.
Did we? Now, we didn't do it. I didn't do it last year, but I did it the year before with you.
Yeah, the year before, the 4 or 5 of us did the full 11K. This year I'm only doing the 7 though. So
okay, good comfortable distance.
Yeah, you say that. Yeah, I'm not so sure. I'd much rather be doing what Aaron's doing this weekend and just heading to Barnbougle to hit a golf ball.
Oh, you're going up to Barnbougle?
Yeah, we've got it's biannual now, biannual challenge. There's about 16 of us, the ice cold challenge we call it.
Oh, okay.
And we've made some champions jackets. Each team has their own attire. So we've named ourselves the Bridport Bandits, and we've got kind of some superheroes on our shirts, but they're flashing moonies. So that was another one of my creations.
Nice.
Yeah, heading straight up there after this, and it should be a really good weekend. It's a good bunch of friends. And
Lost Farm or the Dunes?
Yeah. Oh, no, I think we're playing the Dunes this year.
That's a great course.
Yeah, we used to play it yearly, and then people started having kids and starting getting tricky to organise. So we've got a few people flying from interstate. Some
families far out.
Oh, mate, yeah, you've got to race here, race there, get to BMX. You don't even ride. No. So that's the plan. We'll head straight up there, a few beers, and I think poker's on the table tonight, and then I'll either be broke or ready to break them.
You are going tonight?
I'm going tonight. Yeah,
okay.
Well, we're on the mic slightly earlier this week, Marty.
Okay, that all falls into place now.
Yeah, no, it should be good. I looked at the forecast. It looks like it should be nice. It's always pretty windy up there, but
I think it's a fairly mild weekend statewide. So you'll have a ball. It's fantastic.
Yeah, I had to get in and vote early, so
I went
and did that this morning, and now it's time to relax.
Exactly. And any other projects you worked on this week, Az?
I have been working on a lot of projects this week. I think you've had that secret meeting again and just said, let's see how stressed we can make. I actually got told by my partner last night that I wasn't allowed to do any work at home. She said, you've got to sit and watch the Survivor finale by yourself. You're not allowed to pick up your laptop. You can't do any work. And I was banned from working from home. So
I've had that problem as well before. I've been told not to touch the computer.
Yeah.
So
the Survivor finale.
Oh, mate,
I didn't think you'd be into that.
I am so into Survivor. I can show you some photos later, but I've got like a buff like that they wear. I put it on my dog and we sat and watched it together, and I'm obsessed. It's the one reality show that I'd compete on.
I actually like it too. Yeah, it's a variety every week. Yeah, so I don't mind that. Yeah,
the social politics of everyone. Mm-hmm. I could do a podcast on just Survivor. I could do a weekly recap if we want.
Yeah,
I
haven't watched this.
No one wants that.
Yeah, no, not really. There's enough of that out there, I think. I haven't watched this season, but I have watched a lot of the seasons.
Is that because you're too busy with The Bachelor this season and Love Island?
Love Island, Bachelor, and
Married at First Sight, and all those ones, Marty.
Oh, you can't get enough of that.
I do love him coming in and
owning it.
He just yarns with Jasmine all about, can you believe that they did this? And he doesn't love her and she doesn't love him. And
oh, it's a joke. It's an absolute joke.
mate, didn't you come in and say I refuse to watch it again because there was some controversial moment of allowing a couple to switch or something?
That is true, and I stopped watching it.
For 3 nights, and then you went back to it. Oh, well, I had to watch the finale.
To be fair, I watched the finale. I stopped watching it, and the last night.
And how was the payoff?
Great. It was fantastic. It was everything I expected and more in a finale.
All right, last thing we've got to work out is what we're doing next week.
Yes. Yeah.
Obviously, you're still finishing off all of this week's work.
I've still got heaps on, yeah.
So finishing up a couple of builders projects. I think you're working on a building website as well at the moment.
Yeah, working on a website for a good friend. He's starting to do a kind of a side project. He wants to get off the tools a little bit and do some project managing. So, yeah, working on building a website for him.
Got social media stuff for a massage company as well.
I did. Has a very strange... Yeah, so really close to our offices.
Waka, waka, oh.
Soundtrack. Really close to our offices, and I went and did a shoot there on Monday night. So not only was I working during the day, we were shooting at night time, and hopefully that comes up really nice. There's something different. I think I came in and said to Pat, I said, I've never shot anything quite like that.
It's just different, yeah. So just a promo for that particular business.
So kind of they just want to boost their numbers and get kind of people knowing about them. So
it's actually been really good how many different types of jobs Media House has been getting all of a sudden. It's
crazy. It's really
we don't go looking for work by any means. Like Media House is here to serve 414 Real Estate and their clients, but at the same time it is a separate entity. So get extra jobs that just come in out of the blue, it's good fun. It mixes it up a bit.
I love doing the other stuff. Like I love doing everything for 414 and getting it done, but then being able to spread the wings and get new skills like podcasting. Now this is a new skill that we're learning. We started another one this week.
We did indeed start another one this week. So most of the listeners, I'm assuming, have also listened to our new podcast. But in case you haven't, we launched one with McGregor First National this week, which is called the Property Pod.
And so John McGregor, who works for those guys, has been a lifelong friend of ours, and we've always said he needs a podcast. He needs an outlet to get his character out there to the world. So we're facilitating that.
So it's been really good fun. We shot that on Wednesday morning and it went live yesterday. So what did we shoot yesterday?
We did that yesterday, but it felt like it a week ago.
So much happening.
But then we got another one in the can as well. We got a guest in to talk.
Yeah, so a couple of exciting episodes for the Property Pod coming through as well. So we'll put the links out to those on our social media channels as they go live as well. But yeah, it's just one of those hectic weeks this week. It's really hard to explain as much as what's happened here in this office here. It's just not selling homes or listing homes. There's been so much other things happening as well, which is really exciting.
We did stop for the surfing on Monday.
Oh yeah, well, it was
how cool
Cape
was
Fear.
that?
It was really cool. So for anyone that didn't realise, here in Tasmania they had a big surfing event on that Red Bull hosted. And
what's it called? The Red Bull something challenge?
Cape Fear.
Cape Fear.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that was down at Shipsands Bluff. They'd kind of have a bracket or a window of time that they'll say the contest will be on, and they just need to wait for the conditions to be right. And Mick Fanning, a few other kind of world class or top 10 of the best surfers in the world.
Thor
was here, yes.
And our office, we try to have a little bit of fun where we can. So put the TVs on out the back, still worked away, but had that on in the background. It was good to see Tasmania in another positive light, which was fantastic.
Yeah, promoting.
It was a cracking day as well, the sun. It's funny because you almost want really horrible conditions for something called Cape Fear.
Yes.
You want
stormy and the swell just monstrous. It's going to gobble people up. But it was beautiful blue day. I think they said that Hemsworth and all the crew were down at Fish Frenzy later in the night and all the girls were getting weak at the knees.
As they would.
Does that happen when you go to Fish Frenzy?
No, unfortunately. No. Bit of a shame.
Speaking of weak knees, how did your footy go on Sunday?
Oh, yeah, weak knees. Unfortunately, we did not win. We were up against a side that seemed like they had 14 people on the bench, and we had to borrow players off them.
Oh,
That's how
wow.
dismal we were.
Yep.
However, we were within 3 goals at three-quarter time, so we held up our own okay, but eventually lost, which was a shame, but that's life. A couple of bad injuries too, which
never good, especially in social footy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, never good. But I was okay. Sore knees, but that was about it.
You still made it to work on Monday, so that's the main thing.
That's exactly right, Pat. Yes. Well, there's a bit of a mixture there of, that looks a bit. Yeah, I think I'll hang back from this thing here because I'm old.
That sounds maybe the reason why you lost, Marty. Doesn't sound like you went in with 100%.
I didn't. I will fully admit I did not go in. Something that looked a bit ugly, I'm not there. I'm hanging back. And so whoever's playing on me
is winning the ball.
Yeah, I play in both, forward and back line, but whoever's on me can really. I think I get a sense that they can sense that straight away that I'm just there for a bit of a social dude, a bit of a run around. So you go in too hard, you have that risk of getting injured. So. I'm not 21 anymore.
But you do go in hard. You go for the hardball gets when it comes to real estate.
Oh, absolutely. Yes, Aaron, I certainly do. Hardball gets and cover myself in glory.
Wearing that red and black.
Yeah. All right.
See,
with that, I think we should wrap it up.
Yeah, we should probably wrap up.
Because then I'm not letting you open that door again. So since tonight I'm hosting and not Aaron, I think this is the perfect opportunity to finish it up.
One quick one, Pat.
All
Just wanted to ask how our numbers went last week.
Oh, yeah, your challenge.
I was keeping it quiet because we didn't quite make it.
How close is we didn't quite make it?
We were 5 short.
Oh, that's still cool.
So,
that's all right.
Yeah, we were aiming for, obviously we had 15 for week 1, so we needed 30 listeners this week to get us to 45. We're currently on 40, so we're close,
yeah,
but not
that's
quite.
Great. Look, the worm's going up.
That's the main thing.
What if somebody was listening with more than one person listening? Like if you have it in the car and there's a few people.
We're looking for a grey zone to be able to get us across the line.
Well, I do happen to know that my partner's parents were travelling back from Launceston on the weekend and there were more than 3 people in the car.
So therefore,
and they were all listening. So is that worth 3 listens?
Wait a minute, it was one of those people you. So does that?
I was sleeping while I didn't want to hear my voice, so I was sleeping while it was happening.
I think that definitely counts.
We made it! Hurrah!
Yes. We keep doing it.
Yes.
Well, let's push for more. Let's go higher.
Sounds good. All right, what are we going for this week?
An extra 15. Just keep it.
Oh, keep it.
Keep it.
It's like the chase.
Okay, so we're technically on 40 now. So you're saying 55 or 60 in total?
Oh, let's shoot for 60.
60.
Yeah, why not?
All right, beautiful. So we're aiming for another 15. Oh, actually, no, that's only doing 15. We need to do 30 to make it. All right, now my maths is going.
No, if we're on 40,
yep,
we're adding 20 for the total of 60 for next week.
All right, done.
I'm happy with that. Let's see what happens.
Let's see what we can do.
Awesome. Thanks for listening.
Thanks heaps, guys, for listening, and enjoy your week, and we'll see you next week.
Have a great weekend, guys.
See ya.
414 Real Estate has been operating within the northern suburbs of Hobart since 2006. With their innovative approach to marketing and managing your property, they have all your property needs covered. Find out more by visiting them today at 414.com.au.